featuring Blitzcrank, the great steam golem. Blitzcrank is a mix between a pure tank, a melee fighter, and a burst mage, depending on what your team needs. Overall, he excels at disruption, and literally grabbing free kills for your team. Blitzcrank's passive is Mana Barrier. When Blitzcrank gets low on health, he gains a temporary shield based off his current mana. Blitzcrank does not lose any mana in the process, but if you happen to be empty when it activates, you won't get much of a shield. Rocket Grab sends out a skill shot nuke, which damages and stuns the first enemy it hits. Immediately after hitting, it pulls the enemy to you. Overdrive gives Blitzcrank bonus movement and attack speed for a few seconds. Power Fist causes Blitzcrank's next basic attack to deal bonus damage and knock the target into the air. Using this ability will reset your attack timer, so using it immediately after landing an attack will give you more damage output. Static Field is Blitzcrank's ultimate. Passively, it deals damage to a random enemy every few seconds. On activation, Blitzcrank damages and silences all nearby enemies, but deactivates the passive until it cools down. At the start of the game, always check to see if you want to push. Check the scoreboard to see if they have a jungler, and use Clairvoyance to see where he's starting. One great Clairvoyance spot is right here. It lets you see champions setting up for the golem, wolves, or the brush to the right. Spotting a Kali, I walk up and pull her into my team with Rocket Grab, picking up first blood. At level 2, try to play aggressively in lane. I don't want to Rocket Grab right away, because I need Alistar's attacks for damage output. Instead, I walk up for Power Fist, and then Rocket Grab after. I actually used Rocket Grab too soon, because we don't kill him until after we all flash. But we still pick up the kill thanks to teamwork and good ability use. Warding the brush in your lane can be extremely powerful. Here Teemo ducks in for what he thinks will be a safe place to harass, but now that I know where he is, I land a Rocket Grab. I knock him up with Power Fist and chase with Overdrive once he flashes away. Because Overdrive lasts much longer than Move Quick, I know it can keep up a continued chase and land another Power Fist to pick up the kill. Be patient when using Rocket Grab. I see a fight in mid and chase with Overdrive. I prepare to hit an opponent with Rocket Grab, but I'm not sure if I'm in range. Because of my extra movement speed, Brand is afraid to turn straight down. Instead, he heads to the backside of his turret, which means he has no room to juke. This is the perfect opportunity to use Rocket Grab. I hit him, immediately land Power Fist, and on the way down activate Static Field. He basically has no chance to react and goes from full HP to death. In bottom lane, we push down a turret and start chasing a Kali toward her base. I flash to ensure I land Rocket Grab, which keeps her out of Twilight Shroud. Static Field and Power Fist keep her from retreating, while Alistar knocks her around. I run from Nocturne because I know he can kill me, but when he attacks Alistar, I turn back to disrupt his chase. Because of my cooldown reduction through runes, masteries, and items, I'm able to knock up Nocturne twice, letting Alistar live with just a sliver of health. I want to reiterate that holding onto Rocket Grab is valuable. We try to catch Pantheon right at level 1 for an early first blood, so I flash in to take him down. Look how he flashes before I even finish casting Rocket Grab. If I had just waited half a second, I could have grabbed him after the flash and picked up the kill. We can see in a later fight that this tactic really works well against this Pantheon player. Right as I reach max range, he keeps walking back and forth hoping to juke me. Instead, I just walk farther and farther forward, landing the Rocket Grab even despite his flash. I see Pantheon and Wukong present themselves, so I grab one and unload, forcing him out of the fight. I make the mistake of trying to chase him, which gets me caught by everyone else. I knock up Master Yi and keep running, but as soon as Shen lands Shadow Dash, I know I can get the kill, so I Rocket Grab into Power Fist, taking him down. As Kennen chases me, I try to catch him around the corner with Power Fist, but my team picks up the kill anyway. Disruption is huge on Blitzcrank. I get into a teamfight late, but my position allows me to Rocket Grab Pantheon away from the battle, blocking him up for about half of it. I run in and pop Static Field because it will hit literally every member on the enemy team. Sure enough, we clean up 3 kills in a row. In another teamfight, I go for a Rocket Grab while standing on one of Teemo's mushrooms. I probably could have gone for Pantheon, so it was a mistake to grab Gallia. Thankfully, he does waste his ultimate, so the fight continues. Immediately, I head over to the most important target, Pantheon. I interrupt Heartseeker Strike with Power Fist, and lock him up with another Power Fist into Rocket Grab. Note that I don't activate Static Field. If you're only fighting a single target, you do more damage by letting it passively hurt targets for you. Only activate it if you need a burst of damage at the end. For runes, I take armor penetration marks, flat armor seals, flat cooldown reduction glyphs, and armor penetration quintessences. This setup allows me to deal tons of damage with Power Fist and Sheen, survive some harassment in lane, and general utility with cooldown reduction. My masteries are 0, 9, 21, taking pretty standard masteries, specifically improving clairvoyance and flash. I take 1 point in Rocket Grab at level 1, and leave it there until level 14. My first priority is to max Power Fist, with a point in Overdrive at level 3. Lowering the cooldown on Power Fist to use it multiple times per fight is extremely important. Maxing Overdrive second allows me to more easily chase down my enemies. For items, I open with a Sapphire Crystal and 2 health potions. Ionian Boots of Lucidity and Sheen are pretty much guaranteed buys right after. Depending on how the game is going, I'll add more offense with Trinity Force, magic defense with Banshee's Veil, or physical defense with Randuin's Omen. Finally, I end up grabbing more damage output with Infinity Edge and Bloodthirster. Thanks for tuning in to the Blitzcrank Champion Spotlight. Please subscribe to the Riot Games YouTube channel up top and leave us your thoughts in the comments below.